I am now introducing Insane Ian. Achievement unlocked!
Greetings, Internet, and Happy New Year, and welcome to another episode of A Comedy Musician Reacts. My name is Insane Ian. I am a comedy musician and a comedy music fan, and on this show I react to comedy music from the perspective of a comedy musician. Because that's what I am, and that's what I do, and that's what this is, and that's why you're here, and that's why today I'm reacting to one of my own music videos. That's right, if you have not watched our videos before, I am a comedy musician and I react exclusively to comedy music because that is what my field of expertise lies. What this means for you is that I'm going to pause the video. Kind of a lot, actually. This way I'm not talking over or laughing over the lyrics and missing the jokes. This way I can discuss how the video and lyrics work in tandem to help enhance the comedy. Sometimes I'm analyzing, sometimes I'm summarizing, sometimes I'm explaining jokes because that's always fun for people, and sometimes I'm just sitting back and laughing my damn head off. It's a crapshoot whatever it's going to be, but I think it's a good time. If you like that sort of thing, please like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things to feed the algorithm to get more eyeballs onto these videos. And if you really want to help the channel out, consider supporting me on Patreon, where patrons get to see these videos early, get my music and comedy early, and all sorts of other cool things like that. Anyway, all of that out of the way, let us dive into today's video. Now, I am filming this on my birthday. Thursday, January 1st, is my 47th birthday. And I figured, hey, it's the new year. What better way to start the new year on my channel than with a little, well, self-adulation, I guess. That's the wrong term. That's not right. Shameless self-promotion, we'll say. This song, several years old, but I went to see Psychostick live, and the director of this video is Murph, who also is, well, I don't know what his official title is with Psychostick. Producer, writer, manager, hot dog, something like that. And he mentioned if I did a reaction to my own video, and if he could get the link, because apparently I thought I had done, and he thought I had done this, for my Patreon. And it turns out I didn't. So, I'm doing it now. Happy New Year, and happy birthday to me. So yes, this is basically me going over an older song of mine from my last full-length album. I am hopefully going to be releasing a new album this year, but we're going to take a look at this video, see what went into the making of it, and all sorts of other cool things like that. Murph and I got connected through the Psychostick videos. Psychostick is kind of local. They're here in Chicago, in the greater Chicagoland area. And so I went to their studio to film this, which you will see in the opening shot here. In this pan-up shot as I'm waking up on the couch with Fry's wig, yes, I'm going to be dressed as Philip J. Fry from Futurama. The beat itself is kind of a play on the Futurama theme song. Off in the corner there, that is lead singer of Psychostick's hat, Rob. That's Rob's hat that he usually, her helmet, I guess. The colored points that he often wears live, that is his there. And this is me waking up as Fry, the delivery boy. I figured what better way to sing about being a delivery boy than the penultimate delivery boy, or the ultimate, depending on your perspective. They had just happened to have a Star Trek poster back there. And here's a gag that I think was really funny that I don't think anybody else caught. Fry always wears just a white shirt, and so I'm going through my wardrobe of just white shirts. It's a silly gag, it's a cartoon gag, because cartoon characters always wear the same outfits every episode. Oh, of course. That had to burn out. Why not? Alright, that's fine. We'll move on. And now we've gone full into the cartoon background as opposed to everything that is in the Psychostick studio where we were filming. They had a giant CYK wall with a green screen, so I was filming on the green screen for the majority of the filming for this video. Murph really, did some amazing editing with this.
Wait! I'm a delivery boy!
No, Fry doesn't wear glasses, but I do. Also, I have facial hair and Fry doesn't. Didn't feel like shaving for the one video. Also, I think it's funnier to have bright red hair and obviously a highly blonde beard and mustache. This effect here, the Futurama logo, but it says Insane Ian Delivery Boy instead, was the first thing that Murph sent me for this music video before the music video had even started being filming. He made this effect for it based on the Futurama opening. It's in the Futurama font and title opening. So I thought that was really cool and you know, just a fun thing to have at the start here.
Start it up, cause I've got a job to do.
Every so often you'll see me sitting in the cockpit here. Obviously, I'm facing the wrong way. The cockpit, I should be facing more forward, so I'm kind of looking like I'm sitting side in the seat, but we couldn't get a straight-on shot to use for this. Also, it was a good big debate on whether or not we should have the lyrics on screen, because, as I've said in this channel before, sometimes lyrics, I feel, can spoil the joke, but also, because it's a hip-hop song, the lyrics will go by relatively quickly. And also, I'm kind of trying to do a little bit of Stupendium-style rapping here. So I'm, you know, going a little faster than maybe I rap in some other things, although not entirely too fast. But, you know, trying to make it legible. That Fry wig is great with the points on it there. It's fun.
My day begins at 1:45 to the crack of noon, and then soon I'll bring you all sorts of stuff to chew. Never thought I'd have this kind of job at 42.
Yes, that's right. I wrote this song when I was 42, and I just turned 47. So, you know, this song is 5 years old. Because math. Anyway.
Work where? Well, I don't want to be rude. Drop the name of my job and I might be sued. But to be fair, I guess...
I love that effect that Murph put in, where I'm suddenly on the judge's gavel, might be sued, and the gavel smashes me and squishes me, and there's the blood splatter there. Wasn't expecting that when I first watched this, and it was a nice surprise. Cutting to me being in the cockpit chair is adding to, in my eyes, the effect of I'm on a delivery while I'm singing this song.
Bear you a simple name clue, the German word for over, and what you do to food.
The German word for over and what you do to food. Anybody have any guesses as to what the name of the company is that I do delivery for? I'm sure you'll post it in the comments. No one's gonna watch this video. Yes, it's the clue is in the font and coloring of the words there. I'm subtle. Yeah, no, I'm really proud of this opening verse because the entire 16 bars ends with the same sound. So the entire opening verse has that ooh or ood sound to it.
Anyway, that's to say, the name's weirdly kind of true, but it doesn't matter because this platter is just for you. Order on the app, take a nap, it'll arrive soon. You could go yourself instead. I'm waiting in the drive-thru.
Waiting in the drive-thru, and it's the line of traffic from the opening of the Futurama credit sequence. Perfect editing on that. Murph really, like, filmed me performing the song and then just kind of went hog wild in the edit and just pulled appropriate things and gave me appropriate backgrounds to be rapping in front of based on the lines of the song. He kind of, like, I kind of gave him free rein as to what he could do in the edit for the video. There are a couple things that I suggested, and I'll point those out too, but he kind of, like, we got several different versions of my performance of me rapping the song, and I had known the song for a bit too. The song actually had been out for a couple months before we shot the video, and then he, you know, so I had it memorized pretty well, and he was very thankful for that. So I had, you know, good performance to give for performing the video, and and so he just kind of went wild and gave me a lot of really great scenes to have projected behind me or have me projected onto with the green screen.
Finish up, then
that said, this move here, that pelvic thing I'm doing, I'm kind of squatting, and you can kind of see I have things in my pockets. I keep my keys and my wallet in my pocket, and my cell phone, and didn't take them out when we were filming, so they're kind of protruding through my jeans, and my legs look weirdly misshapen. So that's fun. Take it back a little bit here.
True, but it doesn't matter because this platter is just for you. Order on the app, take a nap, it'll arrive soon.
See, like, between those two shots there of me, either he's going handheld and going really in close, or it's just a wide shot of me just standing there rapping the song. So, did a lot of different styles of all of that.
You could go yourself instead, I'm waiting in the drive-thru. Finish up, then I'll bring these treats
Such
to
a
you.
weird...
Rack of ribs or a sausage pizza too. Then I'm out, more deliveries I gotta do. No scenarios, cause this is not a porn shoot.
So yes, the no scenarios, this is not a porn shoot. The pizza box says Panucci's Pizza, which is the pizza place that Fry works in before he goes into the future in Futurama. And yes, you know, no scenarios because this is not a porn shoot, obviously referencing the fact that there are that trope of, oh, the pizza delivery boy is coming and you have no way to pay him. You must think of alternate ways to pay for your meal. It is a porn star trope, obviously. So I figured, yeah, why not put it in a song? Because also, it fit the rhyme scheme.
Delivering all these frozen up peak, just so I can bring you.
Yeah, he got me dancing ridiculously for this sequence here. I'm not a dancer, obviously. And he's gone handheld and is just doing weird zooms and just like getting me flailing at everything. Makes me look good, sure.
What you can eat when you see me zooming down to your street. You know I'm delivering something savory or sweet. Order up all the food you enjoy with long subs or a cup of bok choy.
I've never had bok choy before. It rhymed, so I put it in the song.
Bringing it to you if you're in Illinois.
I love that little map shot, by the way. It's really cool because like it's a full body shot and it just pans up to where Illinois is on the map. Also going into mind because the title of the album is Illinois. Obviously not the Stuffed and Stevens album, just the Insane Ian album. Because, you know, it was my first album full of songs since moving to Illinois. So.
It's my job. I'm a delivery boy. For your order, I'm a Jedi Master.
What I had wanted for this sequence was kind of a parody of the Star Wars Kid. Really old meme, by the way. Star Wars Kid is just a kid in his room swinging a pole around, thinking it's a lightsaber, and Weird Al even parodied that in the White and Nerdy video. So instead, it's just me swinging a pole around that he turned into a lightsaber, and just kind of almost being afraid of myself, because for your order, I'm a Jedi Master. Although, looking at this now, having the weird brainwave of a thing that should have been done 5 years ago, he's got all this fruit in the background. Could have been playing Fruit Ninja on this with the lightsaber. That had been great, but obviously we didn't do that because this is 5 years ago, and Fruit Ninja is not even a thing right now, and wasn't even a thing 5 years ago. Like, people had moved on from Fruit Ninja. Why did I think just now that would have been relevant? It wouldn't have.
No one else will ever bring it to you faster.
Yes, here's the corridor of rooms that I'm delivering to, and Bender's in the background because Futurama.
Brought it to your door, please be sure to tip me after. I'm the one who drove 20 minutes for your pasta.
That's right, I use the British pronunciation of pasta as pasta, so I can have it rhyme with Jedi Master and faster. Sometimes you mold words to make them rhyme when they don't usually rhyme. Because pasta is how we say it, the long A, not pasta.
Speaking of, take a minute, think this over.
The one shot I really wanted to get.
I'm the one who drove 20 minutes for your pasta. Speaking of,
had to get this shot in the video. I needed this shot. The Fry reaction grid, not sure if, or, you know, people always put in whatever words Not sure if serious or stupid or whatever the meme happens to be, your version of it. I wanted that shot from the show in here. The other one I wanted to, and we couldn't figure out a good place to put it, was "Shut Up and Take My Money." I was thinking maybe "Shut Up, Take the Order," something like that. We couldn't find a good place for it. I realized after watching the video a couple times now, I had a place in mind that we could have put it, and I've forgotten it now.
Take a minute, think this over. Why order ice cream any month after October? I don't really mind the time to be your meal chauffeur, but it wouldn't melt if it came from somewhere closer.
This is one group of lines that I feel I may not have done well in the song. Not that I didn't rap them well, I don't think I wrote them well. So the line is, why order ice cream any month after October? I don't really mind the time to be your meal's chauffeur, but it wouldn't melt if it came from somewhere closer. You would think ice cream wouldn't melt in months after October because those are the colder months. Except I'm delivering and I have the heat on in my car, and that's what I'm thinking will melt the ice cream. I don't think it translated well, and I probably could have revised those lyrics. But hindsight being 2020. And this is the kind of thing that I want to do with this show, as I do with every episode, or at least I try to do with every episode, is give the idea behind, the lyrics of I'm hearing for somebody else's comedy song going, maybe that joke doesn't work. I can say that about my own songs. Yes, this joke maybe doesn't translate just as well. I probably could have written this better. See, I'm not adverse to my own advice. Or something.
In the mood for some food.
Popping out of the sweet and sour sauce in that shot there is very funny to me. And also the splatter is exactly the same as the blood splatter when the gavel crushes me. Why not? Also, real fun fact here, for me anyway, this stock footage of a McDonald's plate, I think I ended up using this exact same stock footage, obviously just minus me, for another song I did that is kind of also about delivering food called Unhealthy, which I did a couple years later. The entire music video I did using just stock footage. So, that's fun.
So delicious, don't want to cook yourself or have to do the dishes. Baby, I can bring it no matter what your wish is, just as long as you remember to update your address.
Yes, the map screen going on behind me being inside the dishwasher. Murph found a lot of really great stock footage shots and lots of shots of food everywhere, because there's, the burgers and the tacos that were just there. Lots of really great backgrounds for a lot of these, but a couple of these, shots really tie into the lyrics that are going on.
I'm serious.
Like this one with me being on the phone screen as they're looking through the delivery app. Great. Love this stuff.
I'm not being rhetorical, cause when I'm walking with your meal down to your corridor to your apartment, delivering your order, you call me minutes later just to say that you're in Florida.
The yelling and throwing of the phone, great shot, great stock footage thing. Back into the corridor of all the doors, and Bender still dancing. And then we have this fisheye lens shot of me with a bag of food knocking on the door, as if you're looking at me through the peephole.
Delivering all these flows on my feet, just so I can bring you all you can eat.
And we get Hypnotoad, which is another thing from the Futurama show. Love Hypnotoad. The Hypnotoad hour is just great.
When you see me zooming down your street, I'm delivering something savory or sweet.
And then, of course, I'm hypnotized by Hypnotoad. Have to hold very still to get those things on your eyes properly, but having that shot swirl in like that, really great editing.
Order up all the food you enjoy.
And now more dancing. Yeah, what is going on with my pockets there? What is happening? Just the weird bulging protrusions. I say the word bulging protrusions as we're staring at my crotch. But the bulging protrusions are on the sides. That's weird. It's very alien. Maybe that's in keeping with Futurama. Who's to say? Take your shit out of your pockets when you're dancing, Ian. when you're going to be on screen in a video, I didn't know where he was filming. I didn't know what was going up and down. I was just told to dance goofy, and I did. Because my idea of dancing goofy is a lot of pelvic thrusting. I can't speak right now. A lot of pelvic thrusting. You ever forget to pay your mouth bill? Matt Bronger. I've borrowed that line from him many times. Yeah, anyway.
Double Rock Joy, bringing it to you. If you're in Illinois, it's my job. I'm a delivery boy.
I love the cut between the live action footage and the shot of Fry saying I'm a delivery boy, which is what I sampled for the song. The beat for this song, made by a buddy of mine, Vincent E.L., under his DJ pseudonym, under their DJ pseudonym, I should say. Yeah, it's amazing beat. Turned out really, really great. They put in some really, really great work on this beat. It's not exactly like the Herbie Hancock song that the Futurama theme song uses, but it is an approximation of that for this beat. And, you know, it's kind of recognizable as the Futurama music without it actually being the Futurama music.
That's not to say this job is super easy, that the whole rigmarole is...
Every time I turn my head and the wig wiggles... The wig wiggles. Sure, sentences are fun. I found it amusing. Just be a little bit.
so light and breezy. Sometimes it leaves me feeling kinda queasy, and not just because all the food is super greasy.
That's right, greasy, which is how we pronounce greasy in Baltimore. I know this song is about Illinois, but whatever. That's where I'm from.
Like when I'm trying to locate your address and the GPS has got me stressed. Going south on North Street, then East Street, heading west. Saying make a U-turn when I should just turn left. Inanimate object got me feeling so hostile. I gotta say it drives me crazy, something awful.
He really wanted to keep using this sequence. Murph wanted to use this sequence because it was a whole uninterrupted break of high energy rapping and me being kind of mad because of the lyrics of the song, and he just wanted to keep this as one unbroken shot. And I think maybe in somewhere in here was where I was like, we could put the shut up and take my money shot, but shut up and take my money shot. Couldn't figure out a good place to place it.
I wish it had a neck so I could strangle it and throttle when it mispronounced Chipotle as Chipotle.
This was a true thing. The app that I was using would say, turn into the parking lot for the Chipotle. It was a real thing. And then I got a new phone, and it didn't do that anymore. So the joke isn't even true anymore. That's fun.
Never mind all the time I'm spending in my whip, having to backtrack because it didn't give me your chip. So I get back in my car, and I take another trip just to get your whole meal while you give me half a tip.
Yes, the flames. Flames on the side of my face. Flames. That's a thing from Clue. That's different. That's not Futurama. But I love that movie, and I quote it often.
Delivering all these flows on the beat, just so I can bring you all you can eat.
Oh yeah, in the middle of filming, we stopped and I went out and got some food because I was hungry. And I went to Portillo's, which is a Chicago restaurant, and I got way too much food. And he's like, we're gonna film you eating it while you're rapping. And I'm like, that's gonna give the implication that I eat orders when I'm delivering them, and I don't want to do that. Although this is a comedy song and it's not reality because I'm dressed as Philip J. Fry, so sure, why not? So yes, here I am rapping while eating a burger.
When you see me zooming down the street, you know I'm delivering something savory or sweet.
Classy.
Order up all the food you enjoy. Footlong subs or a tub of bok choy. Bringing it to you if you're in Illinois. It's my job. I'm a delivery boy.
So yes, he's like, just, choke or fall over or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I do a lot of pratfalls. It's kind of one of my signatures. Back when I was doing improv comedy in Baltimore, I was with an improv troupe called the Early Monday Morning Show, and we had a saying where it isn't a good show until Ian falls down. That was mostly true. I used to do a pratfall flip, where I would start to do a cartwheel and then lose it and then land on my back. And I knew how to do it safely. I took stage combat and I knew how to fall properly. So it would always sound really awful. It sounded really painful because it sounded like I'm slamming into the ground. Of course, I'm not. I'm not getting hurt at all, but I knew how to make it look good and sound good. And that was sometimes my bow, is I would come out and just start the cartwheel and slam on the ground. Because that's fun. This shot, probably one of my favorite shots in the entire video, has nothing to do with Futurama. I'm just dressed as Philip J. Fry. And, Murph just painted out Star-Lord and put me in place. Fantastic. I love that. They're still moving around, and that was just me, like, doing something whatever, because I didn't know what to do in that particular take in the instrumental break. And then he also got a shot of me drinking my milkshake. I drink your milkshake. There's a reference for a movie that I haven't seen. Instead of Star-Lord flipping the bird in this shot. I love these two shots in this video. They almost have nothing to do with the other theme of Futurama, but it's space, so it's close enough. I just think they're great, and I love that Patrick took the time to paint out Star-Lord and put me in it. It's fun. Murph. I was trying to be surreptitious about drinking the drink that I was going to deliver, and here I am sloppily eating a Chicago hot dog. Classy.
All right! I'm a delivery boy!
Yes, and there it is, ending the way that the opening credits end with a similar sound. That was Delivery Boy. That was my video, directed by Murph from Psycho Stick. Really want to work with him again on some things. And he put this into my mind as to reacting to it because he thought I did it for my Patreon, which made me think I did it for my Patreon, which turns out I didn't, and now I've done it for everyone. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things to feed the algorithm to get more eyeballs onto these videos. And if you really want to help the channel out, like these wonderful folks over here do, consider supporting me on Patreon, where patrons get to see these videos early, get my music and comedy early, and all sorts of other cool things like that. Anyway, that's all for this week. We'll see you next week. Probably with not me being so self-indulgent. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.